Welcome back, everyone, to I'm No Genius. As always, I'm Eli K. Burgett, and I've been pronouncing my name that way because my coworkers have, and I don't want to correct them at this point.
Say it
So,
again, Burgett.
Burgett,
I think that I thought that was your last name until probably fourth, fifth grade.
Burgett.
Burgett. Yeah.
Well, I guess it kind of rolls off the tongue. Maybe it sounds more sophisticated.
It's not a drastic mispronunciation.
It's
Burgett,
not.
Burgett. I mean it's not right, but it's also like you could see how they got Burgett.
I would say those last names are cousins in
Yes.
pronunciation.
First
So,
cousin. Absolutely, yeah.
first cousins.
What upsets me is when people mess up my last name of Primer.
Yeah. And so just to clarify for all the viewers out there, Camden Primer is
Mhm.
on the episode with me, not Camden Primer, because two M's, buddy.
Two M's. There's two M's. That second M, it's German, I believe. Just kidding. I have no idea. I made that up. That second M gets rid of the primer.
Hmm.
What really gets me, what really just puts a stick in my rod. No, stick in my rim. Sorry, I don't know if that's a saying.
Stick in your rod.
Either one of those is bad. No matter, but what's even worse is when they call me Cameron Primer.
Cameron
Listen,
Primer.
if there is a Cameron Primer out there, I'm sure you're a great guy. However, I hate you
Yeah.
because I've been called that quite a bit. Not a fan.
Yeah. Cam, I have to say that Cameron Primer kind of sounds like a painting company, like a paint finish, like
Mm,
paint primer a little bit.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
mean, Camden Primer, if you do just roll with the mispronunciation of the last name, you're a business major. You could start a very
That is
successful
true. That
paint
is
business.
true. Nah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't think
I
that
didn't think
much.
I didn't
Yeah.
think so. Every business major wants to own their own company. They just don't want to start their own company.
No, 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 no. That's a really, you couldn't be more right. You could not be more right.
Which, speaking of the whole job situation, how's your summer going? You don't have to get a job yet, but
Um, the job's fine. I mean, it's the same job I had last year. Um, Trying to think how to say this. Very appreciative of the job. I just think I said yes to the job too soon. I should have looked at my options before I took it in. But nonetheless, I have the job. Job's good. Um, you know, you hear of people like huffing paint. I'm not doing that. However, I have been painting an apartment, and I could see how they would get addicted to it because like I'll smell like God, that's terrible.
it's
I'll
like a
smell it.
rush, sort of, you know?
Yeah, I haven't got anything from it. Like nothing's happening to me. I haven't experienced any type of high from the paint, but I could see where the attraction is. Can I
Whenever
say that?
I think so,
Okay.
because when I'm pumping gas, sometimes I get the same sort of. I see the appeal, you
I
know.
love diesel fuel. I love the smell of diesel.
Well, I can't. I've never smelled diesel before because I can't get too close to it because I'm poor. My car doesn't take diesel.
No,
Uh,
no, but like you see a giant dump truck drive by and just and then you like there's just smell and I'm just oh oh yeah. That's good
Bra-
stuff.
Brayden, the truck's going by. It's
Yeah,
got diesel.
yeah, it's good. It's good.
So that's amazing. We're only 5 minutes in. We talked about the appeal of huffing gas and huffing paint.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
But also with the job, so like I'm I'm gonna be a big boy faster than initially planned. So I'm like trying to build a resume and try and operate LinkedIn.
Yeah.
LinkedIn is a dumpster fire. I hate
Yes.
LinkedIn. I probably shouldn't say this online for potential employers. Can't stand LinkedIn.
Well, I don't think unless you get employed by LinkedIn, I don't think you bad mouthing LinkedIn will come back to bite you.
But like
Unless they want to sponsor this podcast. We would
that
we
is
would
true.
we would be happy to have you LinkedIn. It's the place where people connect with each other and we would like you to connect with us. Send back our
Link,
invite.
LinkedIn, balls in your court. And if you want to pass it back, we will graciously accept.
We will graciously take your ball.
Until then, it sucks because who gets home from work? Because it's considered a social media, is it not?
It is. It's like Facebook, but for professionals, I guess.
So you get home from work and you're like, I'm going to post more about work. And I get it. That's why these guys are successful. They all they do is work. I'm good. I don't know how to operate. Like, what is my feed? Some of it's like, hey, we're hiring, and the other's like, hey, we just bought this bank. Cool. I
Yeah.
like come out to so and so's charity event. I don't know how to operate it. What is the connection? What is I don't
You know.
know. I don't know.
Like all these social media. I'm in the same boat as you. Really. Who's regulating this? What's the algorithm and everything? Why are all these different people showing up on my feed, as we'll
Yeah.
call it?
Yeah.
Who's the guy running this show? Twitter or X? Excuse me. I don't want to be insensitive. X has Elon Musk. Facebook has Zuckernet. And who's running LinkedIn?
Could be us.
It could be, hey, again, LinkedIn. We will retract all of these statements and issue a formal apology if there's a certain dollar amount for a partnership that you would like to pursue with us. But until that day, you gotta start, get some viral TikToks on your page or something like that.
Here's my idea for LinkedIn. We acquire the rights for free, and they pay us.
Yeah.
We take it. We just make LinkedIn Twitter without all the porn bots and the murder videos.
Yeah. I, I,
We'll
I would
scatter in a couple like violent videos, but like no one dies because those can be entertaining. But like
those can be pretty entertaining. I agree with you there.
yeah,
Because Twitter or X, whichever wherever your allegiances lie,
Mhm.
um, it's pretty dark.
It's a cesspool. It is a
Yeah,
cesspool.
pretty
Can be
much.
very funny. Can be very funny. Also a cesspool.
Yeah, pretty much every time I open up the app, because I'm on it frequently now for my job. I have to stay, with local news and everything. I've got like a bunch of alerts on there.
You have to
For
stay LinkedIn. Some might say. Oh wait,
I have to
I'm
stay
talking about
LinkedIn
Twitter, but
on.
on
Funny
Twitter.
enough, I stay more LinkedIn on Twitter
Via
than
Twitter
than
than
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
I
We
mean, come on. Like, I mean, LinkedIn, you're falling behind. That's the point there. But I open up the app just to check my notifications, and I see three straight up murder videos,
yeah,
and
people
then
dying.
a couple, people promoting their OnlyFans and stuff like
Mhm.
that, which make a living, whatever. I don't really care. But all this stuff, and I'm just like, I just wanted to see local news and maybe an ESPN highlight.
Yeah,
That was it.
that's it. I just wanted to see what the kids are doing on field day and Anthony Edwards' fourth quarter layup.
That's all I want. I'm a
Yeah.
simple man when I hop on Twitter. I'm not even posting anything yet. My followers, they haven't seen an original tweet from Mr. Eli Burgett since 2017. And I was a much different man back then.
I think the last tweet I had was when the Packers lost to the Lions in 2022, at the end of that season. And it just said, "This team makes me sad." And that was it. But still repping. Still got the G on the chest.
Still repping, man.
Um, oh, also, I'm trying to make a resume. The only thing I've done in my life is
Is what
pull weeds.
is what?
Pull weeds.
Well, Cam, that is a valuable skill right there.
I
Number one, that's a valuable skill. Number two, just put on your resume, it can be one line. College basketball player, huh, for your consideration.
I did. I kind of forgot about that.
It wasn't that long ago.
I know, but I didn't do anything. I was so ass.
Doesn't matter. You were
Bad.
on the team.
True. True. But anyway, you know how hard it is to make like weed puller sound sophisticated? Like Lakeview RV Park, maintenance technician. What even is that? I just mowed the grass and ran the weed whacker.
Maintenance technician.
I think that's what I put. I
You
was
could you could put like a general landscaper would be a more professional term for that.
It's true. Like I occasionally duct tape a well.
Cam, I've had 40 different jobs in my life.
That is
You're,
true. You should have been the first person I came to.
yeah, you want to know how to build a resume? I wrote the freaking book.
I'm gonna send you mine after this.
Yeah, send me yours and I'll send you mine just so we'll compare.
I've sent my resume to like four different people. Like, hey, could you look at this? And if they have different suggestions, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'll send it to you. Just take a peek. Honest suggestions. Probably won't listen to anything you say. However, I will take the suggestions.
Well, that's good. I appreciate the almost thought,
Yeah.
I guess.
No, it's there.
It's there. But Cam, I'm just going to tell you, my resume might look different than yours because this past pretty much 1 year ago until now, pretty much over the past year, I had like so many different jobs. I was working for Big Ten. I was doing stuff on the radio. I was doing stuff, for the school newspaper and everything. All these jobs that I only did for like maybe 5 or 6 months. I put them on my resume, and somehow, some way, an employer decided I was qualified for the position I'm in right
Yeah.
now.
You are. You're extremely qualified. I'm gonna let you in a little secret here.
Okay.
I've watched every news story you do.
Thank you, by the way.
You're doing a fantastic job.
Thank
Just
you.
want to put that out. You're doing phenomenal. Every time I talk to my grandmother, Cindy, you've met her,
I have met her.
somehow your name comes up.
Yep.
And she's like, he was just born to do this. That's so good for him. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, Cindy, you're right. But we're talking about me right now. We're not
Yeah.
talking about Eli. I don't know how we got to Eli. You're right. He's doing a great job. But Cindy, I'm gonna stop right there. It's Camden time. We're gonna talk
Yep.
about me. All right? Sound
Yeah.
good.
Cam, I understand your pain, and I'm just going to say this. In every family, there's always that one kid or grandchild that everybody, like, he's always got something going on.
Mhm.
Everyone's just talking about him. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, this person is so interesting. He's so intelligent. He's so smart. And
Mhm.
usually, in I would say 85% of cases, those thoughts are limited to one family and the extended members of that
Mhm.
group. In this case, that 15%, my talents and
Uh-huh.
my effect has leaped on over to your
Mhm.
family. And I wish I could say that I could control it, but it's really out of my hands at this point. I mean, I think the hierarchy of the people that in your family between you and your brothers, it's probably Tyler, me, Braden, and then you. I
Mhm.
hate to say it, but if I could control this, I would stop it because we've been friends for a long time.
I know you would. I know you would. I
But
know
yeah,
you would.
I mean, like
He doesn't
you.
live in Dayton, by the way.
No, she doesn't.
No.
She's not a Dayton resident, but she
No.
tunes in to the Dayton channels for
Yeah.
some reason. Oh, I know the reason. It's I know the reason.
Yeah.
But Cam, I hear it all the time from Jeremy. He says, "Thank you, son." Whenever I give him something or he asks me to do something and I do it diligently, he says, "Thank you, son." I'm just like, "You're welcome, Dad."
Yep.
And
Happens.
you know, he tells me all the time because we message each other on Facebook frequently, and he says, Eli, I wish I had a grandson like you. And I
Yeah.
was just like, oh, that's high praise coming from Bill Nash right there.
Yeah.
You have three grandsons, and he says, yeah.
He has
Anyways,
five. You got five actually, because
well,
there's
I
two
meant
on.
well, I meant the main ones.
Yeah. No.
Um,
You're,
yeah, like so, and, and I was just like, I appreciate the praise from Bill and Cindy. So
yeah. No, they love you. They love you, and it's no secret. And I know both my parents are going to hear this. It is no secret that I am blessed. I mean, they're not, they won't admit it, and I don't feel any less loved. Like I just want to Mom, Dad, you're gonna hear this. I love you. I'm just the middle child. That's just how it happens. I'm
yeah,
just last, and that's okay. I've come to accept that. I feel like I've stepped up to the plate in that role. Um, but yeah, that's just facts.
I mean, Cam, I don't want to. The elephant in the room.
Yeah,
Um, it's your height. That's why you're last.
I
I'm not.
am tiny. I don't get it. I mean, 6'2". Anywhere else that's decently tall. Hey, Grant.
Yeah. Grant,
So,
Grant Sherman just entered the chat. Grant, he's eating.
Oh my
You
God, he's
came,
hammering that.
yeah, you came at a great time, Grant. We are talking about how Cam is the least loved brother in his family.
by who? Me?
No, by his
Everyone?
own parents.
Oh, well, it stands for me too.
Okay,
Oh, that's
so
see this is
so
this is a different dynamic because he's the firstborn child.
yes,
No, I'm talking about you. I'm saying I like Braden and Tyler more.
Oh shit. See, well, the point proven again.
yeah. I was gonna say it extends even further beyond your own family, Cam. This is
Yeah.
worse than we thought.
Oh, maybe it's not just like a birth order thing. Maybe it might just be me.
Why do
It
you
mu-
think you're the least favorite?
I'm just the middle child, and like I don't know. I can't point to any specific like I was telling you. I feel extremely loved. Like I do not feel any less loved. However, Tyler is Tyler. Tyler is the standard, and Tyler is the standard.
he's a god amongst men.
Yes. Braden's the little baby boy. He's just a little baby. That's what
But
mom.
at the
That's
same time, also a god amongst men.
that's what mom says to him. And then there's uh just this like Quasimodo little grunt thing that kind of bounces around the house from time to time. You look in the corner, you think it's a fur ball. It's no, that's Cam,
Just
Yeah,
won't stop buying hats.
it's
dude.
it's kind of like a gremlin a little bit,
Yeah,
a gremlin that won't stop buying hats. I mean, if you feed him after midnight, your whole family's doomed,
I'm
basically.
a gremlin. If you instead of water, you poured like Sunny D on me.
Sunny D's delicious. So
Yeah, no, there's some in our fridge right now. I don't know why, but mistake,
So good.
mistake.
gonna destroy all of those. That's amazing. Well, Cam, I'm wanted to ask because Tyler does have a significant other. Where does Allie fit in this hierarchy? Is she even in the same group, or does she just stand alone?
Oh, I'm trying to think. There was a while she was the favorite. She might still be the favorite. Like not just favorite, like significant other, because Alexa and Allie might be neck and neck right now because
Yeah,
they were both loved a whole lot. But I probably shouldn't do this on air because they're all going to listen to this.
yeah. This
Already
is
But
done.
our entire fan base
all
is
right, let me
people that we're talking about.
let me rephrase this. Before Alexa came into the question, Allie was the favorite child. Period. Like it went Allie, Tyler, Braden, Henry, me. And then Alexa came in, and Alexa grinded,
Yeah.
and now we all love her. So now it's Allie and Alexa, one A, one B, however you want to say. Then Tyler, then Braden, then Henry, then whatever Henry kills and brings into the garage,
Hmm.
and then me.
Yeah. I mean,
By
well,
the way, again, I would love to reiterate, I don't have any proof of this. My family loves me and supports me and cares for me, does so much for me. It's just nature, you know?
strictly based off of vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I understand what you're talking about. How long have Allie and Tyler been married?
Married?
And what?
Married, and
Two
that's the
years?
French word.
They've been married for 2 years, but they've been dating since
It,
2015.
I was gonna say it was since we were in like middle school, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So that was like 50 years ago
that
or
was
something.
forever
Yeah,
ago.
that was a long time ago. But I'm what I'm trying to say is that I'm pretty sure once Allie got that ring on her finger, she skyrocketed the charts.
I don't know. I mean, she was always up there. And
She was always at the top.
Alexa and my mom just share clothes. Alexa's gonna work at mom's district. They're homies.
Yeah.
Um,
Cam's just getting buried.
Yeah. Just,
yeah, I do it to myself, and it's fine. Again,
What can
love
you
my
do?
family. They love
Can you
me.
do anything to climb the ranks here?
yeah, how do
Or
we
you just
rectify
lost
this?
cause?
I could probably not spill gas in my car, piss that off. That would probably help.
Yeah.
Probably probably do the dishes more, which I've been better at. I have been doing the dishes when they are dirty. I do my own laundry. I could probably stop calling Braden gay. That might help. But it's hard when I mean, he tees it up and I'm gonna hit it 450 dead center. Um, Trying to think what else could I do?
A lot of
These all
improvement.
seem attainable. Like
Yeah.
you can do these.
I could probably help dad. I could probably like help dad more and like be more like eager to learn things in the shop. Probably won't, but I could
Uh,
be. I
again,
accept that.
again, Cam, all of these things that you're saying, I could, probably won't. You keep saying that I'm sensing a pattern here. It's more of a. I think you identified what you need to do. More of a willingness
I
at this
think I'm
point.
just scared to commit to it. I think I'm extremely comfortable in this hole. If I were to fight and try to get out, I don't know what happened. And what's Braden going to do at the bottom? Because Allie and Alexa aren't leaving the top. Tyler's rooted in there like a damn redwood. He's not going down.
Yeah.
I could potentially jump Henry. Maybe.
Henry is Cam's cat, by the way.
Yeah.
For the viewers who don't remember, Brock took a picture of Cam's cat like a
My
freaking
cat
weirdo.
and Brock's
And
girlfriend.
yeah,
Joke
and
bombed.
the joke was terrible. It was
We didn't
the
realize it was a joke.
like we've said some really like lame jokes on here, and there have been a lot of awkward silences, but that was the most awkward thing that has ever happened on this podcast.
Yeah, that hurt.
By
That was
far.
bad.
Physically painful.
But yeah, that well, Cam, I wanted to bring up Allie and Tyler being married because I wanted to segue that into one of our own members of I'm No Genius who had some
Oh,
news recently that
yes.
we haven't formally announced on the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, our main man Adam McManus got engaged to
Yep.
his longtime girlfriend
Snaps.
Ivy. And if you
Snap.
remember, Ivy was on the podcast 2 weeks ago, and the day that we had her on the podcast, one day later, they got engaged. So that's
She had-
timing right there.
She had no idea. We
Yeah,
did.
no, we knew the entire time. Sorry,
We
Ivy,
did.
but we lied to your face. And
Gotcha, ass.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it now.
Yep.
So, but yeah,
Adam is also a part of this podcast for those who may have forgotten.
yeah, Adam McManus. He has a widow's peak. He goes by McChicken a lot
He
of
looks
times.
like if you took Lindsay McManus and Leah McManus and mixed them with Aaron McManus, you'd get Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Or if you just, I'm not going to say that. That's really mean. But what I am going to say is that we're very happy for Adam and Ivy, and as of right now, Adam said he couldn't be on the podcast today, again, but he said he couldn't be on the podcast because he is going house hunting right now, and he's trying to buy a house. So that's amazing. And if you're talking about being an adult, that's probably the most adult thing you can do, right?
He did give some very good advice, and I think I'm going to apply for a credit card after this taping.
Yeah,
He's so much more advanced in his life than the rest of us.
It's crazy.
Like,
It's
he's
insane.
He's like
I
20
can't-
years down the line from the rest of us, and he's only like, is he even 22 yet? I
No,
think he's
he'll be 22 in December. Grant,
really.
Eli and I were also talking about how stupid LinkedIn is and how I'm never going to obtain anything.
Eli
But-
was saying how stupid it is.
well, Cam was saying how stupid
I
it
would
was.
say, I'm
and
just
I was
feeling
agreeing with
Better watch it. He's got 500 plus connections. They're gonna start going down if he's calling it stupid.
No, that's another stupid thing too. I just spammed like the connection button for like an hour because I was bored. And
When I first got it, I went on your account and I just went to connections and I just started clicking. I was like, okay, here we go. He's got some. I recognize this person.
he's a friend of a friend. Yeah.
But I agree, very, very dumb. I don't understand why it's so important in the grown-up world, but apparently it is. And apparently it's good to have connections and it's good to be active on there.
Well, Grant, I think that's what Cam's saying. It's not important in the grown-up world because look at Adam
No.
McManus. He doesn't even operate LinkedIn. He doesn't even know what LinkedIn is. He's still succeeding though.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. Might
Like,
be onto something.
like you were saying, like it's insane how like adult he is. I feel like he's living big. With like the movie with Tom Hanks where he becomes a grown man, but he's still like a 12-year-old boy inside. Like
Oh, okay.
Adam can't be searching for a house and getting married. It's
He's
crazy.
gonna retire in like 5 years at this point.
Yeah, he's gonna have smoker's lung. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if like I don't know if we're allowed to say this, but like Adam said that he's in like a leadership position now, and he has to talk to his coworkers when they're not up to par, and he has to bring them up. He's 21 years old, and he's talking to people like he's a 40-year-old experienced, worker and
But
everything.
like he is. That's the
He's
thing.
rising fast through the
Where did he
ranks.
find this experience? He didn't gain it. He found it somewhere and
No,
just like took it.
well, it's trade school, man, because for ladies and gentlemen out there who are listening, again, it's really just Cam's family at this point.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, maybe not after I just said they
After he
don't.
just bashed all them, said that how much they
I
hate
didn't
him
bash them. I just kind of took the narrative that I'm the least favorite and told you
and
guys.
said why they shouldn't be in front of you.
This glare is pissing me off.
yeah,
What is this line? I mean, hold on. I'm a Ninja Turtle.
it's the Mask of Zorro. Is it the Mask of Zorro or Mark of Zorro?
I don't know who Zorro is.
Or Mark, right?
I think it's Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like you were saying, Eli.
what was I saying? Adam, we have the same. Pretty much up until the point we graduated high school, we had all the same level of education. I think we all took, the amount of high school classes. Then like junior senior year, we all took some college classes through College Credit Plus and everything. But from that
So did
point
Adam.
on, so did Adam. Like Adam took all those classes with us as well. But once we all graduated high school, like a bunch of idiots, we decided to go to college, and Adam decided to go to trade school. And now he's making big bucks and he's buying houses left and right, like Jordan Belfort.
This guy.
Yeah,
This
I think
guy.
Adam might have cracked the code.
he might have
Adam
tried.
is the code.
Yeah, he, as Paul Muad'Dib Atreides once said, "I am pointing the way," and that's what Adam's doing.
He did say that.
He did say that.
He did, in fact, say that.
Yeah,
You gotta
we saw.
watch it again.
Yeah, that movie's on HBO. Sorry, just Max right now. Again, I'm messing up the names of these reputable
It's
companies.
already out on Max.
It's already out on Max. Yeah.
Yeah, homie.
Watching that again.
Yeah, really good movie. We saw that in theaters. Speaking of movies that we recently saw
Good
in
segue, Eli.
yeah, thank you so much. Speaking of movies that we recently saw in theaters, I distinctly remember a certain Simeon movie. A yeah,
What a
so,
wonderful day.
what a wonderful day it was that we decided to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Guys, let's hear some thoughts.
Grant, you go first.
I was just gonna say when we were leaving, I can't remember if it was Braden or Cam, but I don't. We were all kind of on the same page. Like we weren't blown away by it. But then I was thinking it's kind of like watching Dune 1 before Dune 2. So like you watch like the first half of a movie.
What?
I'm sorry. Cam is like leaping in and out of the frame. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Grant, please, yeah, Grant. First half of the movie, like Dune Part One.
No,
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Grant said that, I was like, oh yeah, maybe it wasn't. Like I didn't think it was bad, but it was just like, all right, monkey.
Yeah, that was
Birds.
monkey and bird. Who'd have thought monkeys and birds would go together?
I did.
Noah on the
Called it,
ark.
by the way.
Oh, Noah, that's the name of the movie too. Maybe he's on. Maybe there's a flood coming.
Never mind.
There
Braden,
was a
we got in the
flood.
car, and Braden said, "This is verbatim. I hope they don't get too out of hand and send the monkeys to space." I said, Braden, why would that be out of hand? He said, because then it becomes too sci-fi.
It becomes too unrealistic.
The monkey says humans. That's not sci-fi enough for you? That's not sci-fi to you? He said,
I
I
mean-
hope they don't. Yeah, he said that'd be too much.
It would be, well, I mean, to Braden's credit, I guess in all of the like in the original Planet of the Apes movie and in like the second one, they just stayed on Earth the entire time. Earth changed around them. That's how they rose through the ranks. It's only until like the third, fourth, and fifth, movies back in the 70s that they start, space travel and everything. So I can kind of see where he's going with that. But I guarantee you, Braden did not know that at all.
No. I told him, I was like, well, I think they do that in the old ones. He was like, so I mean, They might have lost a fan.
They might have lost a fan. And Braden's Braden's a coveted movie critic to have the opinion of. So
Dude, like, this is just a little sidebar. You want to talk about Adam being an old man. When I talk to Braden, it's like your vocabulary is 85 years old. He's like, much obliged. Thank you. What are you talking about, dude? What?
He looks 10 years older now that he has this little soul patch going
Yeah,
on down
I
here.
mean, I'm living vicariously through him because anyone who can grow facial hair, I'm jealous of.
Cam,
But
that might be. I'm just sorry to interrupt, but that might be another reason why you're last on the
I
tier
might
list.
be last
You
on the
can't
list.
grow facial hair at all.
They hated when I had whatever the hell I had during basketball season. They hated it. But this is another sidebar. On the way home, Braden was on aux. Felt like I was in a diner at 3 p.m. on a Sunday. And he's like, you know who sings this? No, never heard the song. He goes, it's Engelbert Humperdinck. Who? You know, Humperdinck. Well, skip.
Engelbert Humphrey. That's not a real person, is
I
it?
guess he's the guy who sings the song in the intro to Moon Knight.
Really?
Yeah.
Ain't wait like shoot. Every day I wake
Yes.
up. That's the guy.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
Yep, real
Engelbert.
person.
What? That is useless trivia.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh, I really need this to
Oh, that looks
focus.
good.
Yeah.
Looks like Slenderman.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I thought I'm not gonna.
Yes.
I'm not gonna. I thought it was a side profile at first,
Yeah.
just with like really like slick back hair. I couldn't see all of it at first, but yeah, that looks like Engel. Wait, so you guys might not know this, but I'm in the media industry. There are stage names all the time. So, people who go by their middle name, people who go by fake names or whatever. Uh, I go by my real name, but a lot of people choose stage names when their birth name is not up to par for a media persona.
Yeah.
Engelberg Humperdinck is not a good stage name to have.
No, I disagree. I think it's great. Think about
Really,
it. You hear the name Engelbert Humperdinck. What is the first thing Grant did?
look him up. I guess.
Looked him up. Found him.
Is he
Arnold
good?
Dorsey. I'm not going to look up Arnold Dorsey,
Shit name.
by the way.
Terrible. But like,
Terrible.
would you look up a man by the name of Reginald Dwight?
Elton John's cooler.
Elton John is far cooler. It's a
Elton
better
John.
stage name.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. Who else had? I literally can't. Elton John's probably the most famous example. But what was I thinking?
Would you rather look up Alicia Moore or Pink?
Honestly, I mean Pink probably
Yeah.
because she's got an exclamation point in her name.
What about Robin Fenty?
Ooh, Robin Fenty. I think I know who that is. Is he a musician?
Yes.
Oh, is it a he?
No.
Okay, then I don't know.
It's Rihanna.
Is it Rihanna?
Yeah.
Peter Gene Hernandez.
Bruno.
Yep.
Bruno Mars is way cooler.
Bruno
Way
Mars.
cooler.
Bruno, yeah. Bruno Mars. is
Engelbert
unique.
Humperdinck.
Engelbert. But guys, you're just proving my point. All of these stage names
no, you're right.
are better than the real name.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you gotta change yours, Eli.
what should I change my name to? I already said that my coworkers have been pronouncing my name as Eli Burgett, Burgett for a while. Same name but different emphasis on the syllables, I guess.
I think you go Kenny Burgett.
Yeah, if I wanted to coach Little League, maybe
Yeah, no, I like Kenny.
Kenny Burgett.
Or just Kenny Berg.
Engelbert Burgett.
That's K Berg.
I should change it to Engelbert Burgett.
Or just Burgett. Or just Kenneth. It's a single name. Now we go to our sideline reporter, Kenny.
No, don't shorten it to Kenny. Just Kenneth is the name. Let's go down to our reporter, Kenneth.
All right, take it away, Kenneth.
What do you got for us? Oh my gosh.
All right, Eli, what are your thoughts on the movie?
I thought so. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. If our listeners forgot what we were talking about, like we did, um, I would say that it is probably the worst out of all the new movies so far.
I agree.
But there's a reason for that. The past three movies are insanely good. And as far as because it is supposed to kickstart a new trilogy, from what I understand, um, I would say that Rise is a more complete story. Rise of the Planet of the Apes is a more complete story than Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is. Because, like Grant said, it's like Dune Part 1. It's just another half or another piece to the story. It's just handing off to the next one. Um, I mean, I'm really excited to see where they go next with it and what they're going to call it. I mean, I know it's going to be of the Planet of the
Got to be
Apes.
running out. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Good point.
where do you go from Rise, Dawn, War, and Kingdom? Kingdom, that seems like a mountaintop sort of name. Where do we go from there?
Space.
Mall.
Space of the Planet of the Apes.
Mall of the Planet of the
Two deaths that happened. Do you think Proxima Caesar and Raka, do you think they're both dead, Eli?
I don't think Raka is dead, but I do think Proxima Caesar is dead.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, because Proxima Caesar, he other than the fact that he's basically taking Caesar's name and misinterpreting his lessons, much like a televangelist with Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I
shout out.
I'm sorry, Joel Osteen, but
Eli's been getting rat beef with Joel Osteen.
no, I think he would probably win. He's quick on his feet.
He definitely would win.
He would just sue me.
No offense.
I'm sorry, Joel. I didn't mean to go there. Anyways, other than the fact that he's taking Caesar's name and misinterpreting his lessons, he's not that interesting of a character. I mean, he's loud and he's confident. I'll give him that, but he's not that developed. He's not that complex.
Um,
Agreed.
agreed.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you nailed that. That's
Thank
why
you.
you are a movie critic.
Thank you. The incompetent.
The Incompetent. Also, very good Lord of the Rings episode.
Thank you. Did you guys listen to it?
No,
No.
I was kind of.
That's okay, because 3,000 people did. Just check the stats.
Shout out! Ah! I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of confused as the movie progressed. I didn't know what was gonna happen next or where everything was gonna go.
Yeah, for like I mean, for a while there, you think that we're just throwing spoilers left and right, but you think that Noah and May, which by the way, nice. You think that Noah and May are going to be on like the same side. They're going to be fighting with each other and everything, but they're not fighting with each other. They are fighting against each other.
Yeah, like I was. Also, how could I mean? I guess it. How can she speak? Because the virus makes you not speak. But I guess it's also like in Dawn when the virus made people die, but there were still survivors because they were immune.
Yeah, I'm
So are
thinking.
these people immune
Isn't she
because
just one of these people that are still immune?
also, how do those satellites, yeah, spoilers all over the place, but how do those satellites work without the panels on them? They were just beams at the very end of the movie. You know what I mean? When they turn,
Yeah,
I
look.
don't know how satellites work.
I was going to
I
say the
feel
same
like they
thing.
would fact check that before. So I mean, I feel like that one might be
you think they'd
accurate.
fact check the human monkey movie? You think they'd check if that's realistic?
Satellites.
Hey, these movies are based in realism. Okay,
No, that might get out of hand.
if
We don't want it to be too out there.
if anyone ever tries to develop a cure for Alzheimer's disease, this is how it would play out. So, cautionary tale: people with Alzheimer's live with it.
Forget
Sorry.
about it.
Okay.
No,
But
no, all right.
sorry, uh, that's funny. I just now got that. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
But yeah, bottom line, good movie. Noah, I think he's a pretty good protagonist. He's no Caesar, but he's a good protagonist.
But he has time to develop. Caesar's
He'll develop,
development
yeah.
was a lot.
Yeah,
They did a great job developing Caesar.
and I am glad. I know people are making fun of the whole birds thing at the end with Proximus, and I kind of like how it wasn't just another fist fight at the end.
No, I like the birds. I
between
didn't
two
mind that at
apes.
all.
I thought it built up naturally because
Yeah.
at the beginning there's like there's no relationship with the birds, and then and towards the middle of the movie he's trying to like develop something with them, and then in the very end he's like, ooh, ooh, ooh,
Yeah,
you
that
guys
song sucked. But
that was what are you talking about? That was awesome.
whatever word. I mean,
I agree.
he sounded like Bruce Springsteen. That was horrible.
And we all know how you feel about Bruce Springsteen.
Ass. You ever seen the movie?
What was the shot? What was the shot you called at the end? You said something was gonna happen with the apes before the birds all came in. You leaned over. You're like, they're all just gonna jump Proxima Caesar or something.
Oh, I said apes together are strong. They were gonna come together and whoop them. I
You
think that's
thought
what I said. I don't
you
know.
thought
I
you
said a
thought
lot
the
of dumb
you thought,
things during the movie.
you thought
I
the
talk
ape
too much during
you thought the
movies.
apes were gonna beat Proxima Caesar.
Yeah, so I was wrong,
Well, yeah,
but that's
but
what I was expecting because like they didn't all belong to Proximus.
no, but overall, I would say it's a good movie, really good movie.
Yeah, I'm happy I went to it. I also just love the movie theater.
Yeah,
Right.
movie theaters are awesome. I saw this movie by myself.
Yeah, shout out,
Yeah, shout out to
shout out
me, I
yourself.
guess. Yeah, I don't want to shout out anybody else because I didn't go with anybody else.
You
And
ever seen? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've never seen a movie by myself before, and that just goes to show you how much I wanted to see this movie because it was a good movie, and I ended up
Was it
making the right
fun?
call. It was okay. I just I didn't. Whenever the trailers were going off, I looked to my right,
And there was
and I was expecting to see one Grant Sherman
yeah,
sitting beside me with a thumb up or a thumb down,
that's my favorite
and
part.
and I just got sad for a
Yeah.
second. I had this large bucket of popcorn and a large drink all to myself, but
No,
no one to share it with.
dang.
Wasn't
God,
there
you
to
need to
sneak my
popcorn.
hand over and get a handful of popcorn. We need to watch Deadpool together.
Yes.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
I
do.
think, man,
He's the other he's gonna I'm telling you, Wolverine, he's gonna be a great addition to Deadpool. He's gonna make that movie. It's gonna be awesome.
He's gonna be
Yeah,
a variant, right?
yeah, yeah. It's gonna because the Wolverine from the movies in past, he died.
He's
He's
dead.
he's dead. He's gone.
He, you ever seen the movie The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock?
The movie from the 60s?
Yeah.
No. No.
I have. I don't remember much about it. I just remember the ending sucks.
Yeah, I think I have heard that the ending is pretty anticlimactic. They just like leave.
It's just a bunch of birds that I don't know why, but they just start attacking this town. Just like destroying these birds just run into people and like kill them. Very end of the movie. Spoiler alert for the 6-year-old movie. The lady walks upstairs to the attic to get something. She's already been mauled by these birds. She walks upstairs and the guy goes with her. Birds all in the house. They get in the car. Birds everywhere. They drive away. Movie ends.
94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Alfred, what are we doing?
Grant
94?
just at 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, for the viewers out there, Cam was incorrect. The movie's good.
No, I may not remember it was entertaining. These birds were just messing people up. But the end, like they just drive away. You don't know what happens to the birds?
I mean, it's like a Twilight Zone sort of thing. I mean, there's no way to change it. It's just like, okay, this is the world they live in now, filled with
Is that a
birds.
movie? What is Twilight Zone? Is that a movie?
Like the TV series?
The TV show? Yeah.
I've heard of it, never seen it. Don't know what it's about.
We watched Cam and Grant actually. You guys are both lovers of the arts for the fine arts, from what I understand. Cam, you saw an opera. Grant, you've seen live stage productions before, so that's amazing. In my screenwriting class, again,
Oh.
movies. It's a little bit lower caliber than what you're used to, but just bear with me. We
This better be good.
yeah, we studied we studied an episode of The Twilight Zone in which basically there's like an alien invasion, but the aliens they look exactly like humans, so they don't know who's who in this neighborhood. So eventually,
The wall.
everyone just starts killing everyone, and it
That one
was.
didn't land either. Sorry.
I didn't even hear what you said. What'd you say?
I said I said build the wall, but forget.
Build the okay.
That was
That's
a
all.
joke, tongue in cheek.
Yeah,
That would have hit in 2016.
Adam would be fired up if he was here right now.
Yeah.
that would have killed rural America. But basically, the whole episode was just a analogy for like the Red Scare and like communism and everything.
Mhm.
So, and my professor, he thought he like cracked the code or
Yeah.
something. He was just like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe nobody else sees this. It's an allegory for communism." And I was just like, "Yep."
Yeah, sure.
Which by the way, I was born 50 years after communism, the whole Red Scare thing happened, and I picked that up.
Um, when was this show on? Like
They
what
back in like the 60s.
was each episode something different?
Yeah, it was kind of like you guys have seen Black Mirror or heard of it?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like Black Mirror.
Kind of like Black Mirror is kind of like a modern version of Twilight Zone.
Gotcha.
Is this might sound really dumb, but is that Tower of Terror? Isn't it tied in to the Twilight Zone, Eli?
Tower. I mean, there might be an
Like
episode.
the ride, but I thought, have you ever wrote it? Have you?
I've written it. There might be an episode. I mean, there's a lot of like Twilight Zone. It went on for like, you know, 12 years or something like that. So there was a lot of different episodes, but there might have been one called Tower of Terror.
You remember the
Trying-
symbolism we used to do in Miss Paulo's class? We were
yeah,
reading the Scarlet Letter, and she was like, "These men," and I love Miss Paulo. That's one of my favorite classes ever. She was like, "These men, they have beards. Why do you think they have beards?
because they're
It's
lazy.
New England and cold, and they didn't have razors. Manscaped didn't exist. What do you mean?" She's like, "Because they're hiding something. They are clearly hiding something, and that's no accident." Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote it like that. I was like, okay.
That's an astute observation.
Yeah. I'll never forget. First day of school, we're doing stations for summer reading. Have I already told you this story?
No.
One of the books we read for the summer, Huckleberry Finn. One of the stations was you had to like discuss it with Miss Paulo face to face. The first word out of my mouth was, in the book, fuck hen, he does this. I immediately stopped. I was like, oh, oops. That wasn't supposed to come out. She was like, oh. And then that was it.
And you guys became best friends. from
Yeah.
then on. You literally became her favorite student.
I love Miss Paulo.
Let's not dance around it. Like she
I
loved
love
you.
Miss Paulo.
Yeah. But Cam, even with that start to that explanation of the book, it's better than the explanation that Adam Benscooter gave us. You remember what he said?
Oh, yeah.
We won't say what he said,
Yeah.
but he essentially said, so it's about this guy, Tom and Jim, and they go on all these adventures.
Yeah.
And that
He
was
wasn't
pretty
wrong.
much it.
That
He
was the book.
wasn't wrong. That was the entire book.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, doesn't that sound like the name of like a series of books? Is there a series of books called
It's-
Huckleberry Finn?
No, it's the sequel to Tom Sawyer.
It's a sequel to Tom Sawyer. So like whenever you
Maybe a
title some
prequel. Because Huckleberry Finn is in Tom Sawyer.
yeah,
Huckleberry Finn is better than Tom Sawyer because I've read both, Flex, and I think Huckleberry Finn is better
that's amazing.
because Huckleberry Finn is Tom Sawyer's best friend.
Yeah, I only know that not because I read the book, because I didn't really read the book. I spark noted it, and I think I got a pretty good grasp of it. But I only know that Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn are best friends because of this really low budget Disney Channel movie from like the late '90s called Tom and Huck.
I've
And
seen it.
You've seen it,
Yeah.
and Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn are best friends in the movie.
They're
So I was just like,
Tom and
okay,
Huck.
great, that's amazing.
Yep.
And that's pretty much the only piece of information I knew.
Sam Sawyer and fuck him.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's one
Yeah.
of the many embarrassing moments I had in Miss Paula's class. We were reading something else, and she the word was papist. She was like, "Cam, you should know what papist is. You're Catholic." What do you mean? She was like, "What does papist sound like?" I said, "Rapist." She's like, "No, the Pope. If something is papal, it has to do with the Pope." I was like, "Well, today, or rapist and Catholic, good." She's like, "No, you're no."
I mean, Kim, you're not wrong. You substitute one letter
Yeah.
and, you know,
What does it sound like?
How is that close to the Pope?
What because of like a papal doctrine is written by the Pope. I didn't know that.
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to say like papers, like newsies or something. The papers for the
Oh,
newsies.
delivering the papers.
Delivering the papes.
No. Yeah, that was a good one too.
That was a I don't want to say fun. I want to say interesting class because we there was one time we analyzed a great poem by the name of Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Oh yeah. I got a story about that one too. I actually got a D plus on that assignment because instead of like analyzing the actual the actual song, I just wrote a 3-page paper on why it meant that Freddie Mercury was gay. She was like, you didn't analyze any of the lyrics. You just talked about how that song meant that Freddie Mercury was gay. I was like, oh,
We Cam,
dang.
we got to find that paper. That's crucial
Yeah,
information.
I can look. I don't know.
And Cam, not too long after we had that assignment, the Bohemian Rhapsody movie came out.
Great movie.
So, yeah, pretty good movie. I think they could have used your insight on Freddie
Not
Mercury.
wrong. He wrote that song for 10 years. You think he was straight all 10? No way.
No way he went the distance.
No.
Oh my goodness, guys. Well, Grant, first before we close, how you doing?
Um, I'm doing good. Uh, uh, Working at the golf course right now, trying to golf as much as I can while it's still free. That's why I was late today. Didn't play well, lost a lot of golf balls, but it was fun to be out there.
That's good that the golfing, the actual like golfing, is free.
Hmm.
Because you need to save up all your money for golf balls.
Yeah, I've never paid for a bag of golf balls. I just find them at work and I
Yeah,
just throw them in a backpack. And the past 4 years, I've never bought a sleeve of golf balls. I have no idea how much they cost.
I think like my dad, he bought me and my brothers when we really got into golfing, um, a bag of like really cheap golf balls, and I think they were like, I think it was like $30 for like 50 of them. So not too bad, I don't think.
It's like 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's not going to get you very far, is it? Well, that's good. You're playing a lot of golf. I see you and Cam in our Snapchat group every single day. You guys pumping the iron. You guys working out. Cam, you're still at the Y.
Hilliard YMCA, baby.
Cam
Yeah.
gets up early.
How early?
4:30 wake up call.
Why?
Wake up at 4:30, leave by 5:10, get to the Y at 6, work out for an hour and 10 minutes, start pulling weeds.
You drop? Why do you go to the Hilliard YMCA? Why not one closer to home?
Well, I mean, it's 20 minutes to Circleville, and then from Circleville to Hilliard is 50 minutes.
Again, I ask, why don't you go? What I mean, why don't you go to one closer to home?
I'd have to wake up earlier if I wanted to work out in the morning.
Oh, okay. I
You know what
guess.
I mean?
Circleville would be out of the way too. He'd
Yeah.
Okay.
go
I'd go south to then go north.
Go south to go north. Turn right to go
I'd be
left.
like a confused escapee.
Yeah. I guess. Okay. I'm with you. That makes sense. Um. Cool. Uh. Guys, any last words to say before we close this episode out?
Mom brought home pizza, and I am pumped.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I got
That's great.
Chipotle upstairs.
You got Chipotle, Grant?
Oh
You
yeah.
got You got
Oh,
Okay,
you,
look
wait.
at you guys.
you got Chipotle?
Come on, man.
Come on, they've been skimping on the portion sizes for you.
Yeah, yeah. What
Is
you
it
got to
like?
do is instead of saying double, you got to ask for chicken and then be like, "Oh, can I get
Yes.
double?" It's a hack.
No, yeah, absolutely. Because
Hmm.
you evaluate the first scoop, and if that's not enough, then you ask for double. If you ask for double, they're going to give you 2 half scoops.
I was gonna say, I mean, I go in with the mindset of getting double every single time, but like I ask for, can I get chicken? And
Yes.
then can I just do double? And they have to give you another good size scoop.
Yeah.
And double rice is free.
Didn't know that.
Double white rice is free, and then tortilla on the side is only an extra 59 cents. So what I do, you get the bowl, tortilla in the bottom. Can I get white rice? Hey, could you throw another scoop on there? Put all the fixing in it, eat half of the bowl, and then wrap it into a burrito. It's a meal and a half.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Because don't they put more in the bowl? Yeah, I mean that's a good one, Cam. Usually, when I'm going to Chipotle, I just wear my news gear, and they think that I'm important. So I say, "Hi, Eli Burgett, ABC 22. Nice to meet you." They're like,
Hey,
Mr. Burgett, what can I get you?" And I'm just like, hey, it's okay, son. I'll take a burrito and large bag of chips and a Sprite." And
Hi
yeah,
there, I got a mobile pickup for Kenneth.
for Kenneth Berger.
No, it's
you were
just
in their
Kenneth.
spot once. You worked at a
Oh yeah,
Chipotle.
remember you're still employed by Chipotle
I was gonna
actually.
say,
Yeah. I am still on the payroll for Chipotle, but I haven't worked any hours since ever. And that's why I'm not getting any checks from them anymore.
you
So
should just send in your 2 weeks.
I,
Just
I
like,
should
hey,
I quit.
I
I
should
quit.
I should call my boss because for those of the viewers who don't know, I applied to Chipotle in the summer of a summer after my senior year of high school. So I was 18 years old. It was my first ever job. They told me I got the job. I walked out of the interview and the guy said, "Yeah, we'll give you the job. I'll call you in a week and we'll get you scheduled." He didn't call me. And so I go back to the Chipotle and I'm just like, "Hey, dude, you didn't schedule me. Can I get on the schedule?" He goes like, "Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Here, leave your number. I'll send you a text tonight." He didn't send me a text. So technically, I'm still employed at Chipotle, but they haven't scheduled me ever. So yeah, I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks and say, look,
You should just
I waited 4 years, 4 years for this. This is the worst kind of treatment ever.
Yeah, you got ghosted by Chipotle on
text
665.
them right now so you can't come in on Monday. Something came
Hey,
up.
Hey, we get Memorial Day off, right?
yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I might have to do that. Guys, this has been a great episode. Thank you. I appreciate talking to you, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
We'll see you tomorrow, big boy.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that's my
yeah.
yeah, my grad party is tomorrow. By the time that this episode comes out, I will have had my grad party, and depending on how it goes, my house will or will not be on fire. So hopefully
There'd
it
be
goes.
cornhole.
There should be cornhole. I don't know. I've been in Dayton all week, so I haven't been a part of the setting up process. So we'll see what
If
happens
there's
when I.
not, I'm going back to Owens.
What time you going to Owens? Let's do this on air.
Yeah. What
It
time are you?
starts at 11
Starts at 11, 11 to 3.
noon.
See you there.
And then Eli, when is your start?
2 o'clock.
So we get there
We'll
about
get to
7:30.
Eli's.
I'm
When does
looking
it
at
end?
that's Grant's pondering. That's Grant's pondering face right there. What
Thinking.
was he's
All right.
thinking? What time does it end?
Stay at Owens the whole time.
What? It ends never. This is a
Yeah.
Burgett party.
Yeah.
We give you
Party
a
don't
start.
stop.
We give you a start time, and you leave when you want. We don't
You guys are
kick you
partying
out.
all night long.
So we'll get there at 8, Grant.
Okay.
Because Owen's gonna have his after party. You know how he gets.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes. A lot of big fun plans. Yeah, there's not much left to say. So from everyone here at I'm No Genius, I've been Eli, he's been Cam, he's been Grant. Thank you so much for listening. We love every single one of you. Congratulations to the class of 2024. We hope you guys have a long and prosperous life after high school, even though that's probably your peak.
We don't care. Good job, guys. You did your job.
Yeah, we don't care, but thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Everybody Everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't